Here are 7 things you need to know before moving to Vancouver. When I first moved here from Ottawa to Vancouver, I thought I knew exactly what I was getting into. I'd seen the photos, heard the hype, and figured how different could it really be. But here's the truth. There are things about living in Vancouver you don't fully understand until you're here. So yes, it's one of the most beautiful cities in the world. The mountains, ocean, lifestyle, all of it. But there's also very real challenges, such as the cost of living, the rain, the taxes, and the culture shock how people live and work here. So today, I want to give you the exact 7 things you need to know before moving to Vancouver, straight from someone who's done it. We're covering location, transit, jobs, cost of living, weather, and those hidden costs that no one tells you about. By the end, you'll know exactly whether Vancouver is right for you or not. First up is location. When you're moving here, location is the first and most important decision you'll make. Coming from Ottawa, I was used to wide streets, easy commutes, and clear divides between downtown and the suburbs. Vancouver is totally not like that. Every neighborhood here feels like its own city. Downtown is dense, energetic, and full of life, but apartments are small and parking is expensive. North Van, unbelievable access to nature, family-friendly, but you'll fight the bridge traffic every day if you work downtown and drive. East Van gives you character and a little more affordability, but fewer luxury amenities. Your location totally shapes your lifestyle. Who wants to be stuck in a car for 2 hours a day? If you like to walk everywhere, never own a car, live central. If you need space, trails, go north or east. So I strongly recommend thinking about location first when you're moving here. Next up is transit. We have amazing transit in Vancouver. Honestly, it might be the best in the country. The SkyTrain is fast, efficient, and takes you from the airport to downtown in under 30 minutes. But once you're off the SkyTrain lines, it does get a little tricky, as buses can be slow and traffic on the bridges, especially Lionsgate and Ironworkers, can turn to a 20 to 45 minute commute. I totally learned this the hard way. Back in Ottawa, driving everywhere was normal. Here, your life revolves around whether you're near transit or whether you're okay with sitting in bridge traffic or driving on off-peak times. Pro tip, if you don't want to waste hours of your life commuting, pick a neighborhood based on transit access. It's that important. One thing about Vancouver is that we don't have a highway that goes through our city, so it does make commuting a bit longer. Unlike cities like Toronto and Ottawa, you have a highway that goes directly through and flows nicely. Here, it's kind of on the outskirts, so it does make traffic a bit tricky. Now let's talk jobs and income. Here's the mismatch. This is where a lot of newcomers get blindsided. Vancouver has strong industries in tech, film, healthcare, construction, real estate, but average salaries here totally don't match the cost of living. In fact, household incomes here are about 20% lower than Toronto, but housing costs are some of the highest in North America. I mean, coming from Ottawa where income and housing were more balanced, this was a bit of a shock. Here you need a strong career path, or a remote job that pays nationally or internationally, or a strategy to supplement your income. There are opportunities here, but the numbers don't lie. If you move without a plan, Vancouver could be tough. Let's talk lifestyle, my favorite part. This is why I moved, and this is why most people stay. In Ottawa, lifestyle was hockey, snow, shoveling, and weekends at the cottage. In Vancouver, your cottage is right outside your door. You have skiing in Whistler in the morning, you can paddleboard in Kits by the afternoon, hike trails in North Van, and eat world-class sushi right here. The fitness culture here is pretty cool. It's built in yoga, cycling, hiking. If you live here, you'll feel the pull. And the food scene is international. It is so good. We have tons of Michelin restaurants, and you have pretty much unlimited options. The trade-off, the lifestyle is second to none, but once you get used to it, it's hard to imagine living anywhere else. Let's talk cost of living. Let's be clear, Vancouver is expensive, and I've traveled to tons of cities around the world, Sydney, Paris, and I still find Vancouver expensive. A detached home is around $2 million, and to rent a one-bedroom suite in a good location, you're at $2,500 on the low end to $3,000. When I moved here from Ottawa, it was like stepping into another financial world. In Ottawa, $700K bought you a house with a yard. Here, that barely gets you a one-bedroom condo. If you're planning to move, run the numbers realistically. You can't underestimate the financial adjustment, especially if you're used to a 4-bedroom house in the suburbs and you move here and you're in 700 square feet. It might be a bit of an adjustment. All right, now let's talk the weather, the one you've all been thinking about and hear about. This is something I didn't fully appreciate until I lived here. In Ottawa, winters are brutal. You have snowstorms, freezing temperatures, and here winters are mild, but it rains. You do have gray skies and there's some seasonal depression. But here's the upside. No snow shoveling, no minus 30 mornings, and when summer hits, Vancouver's paradise. We have unbelievable beaches and daylight that seems to stretch forever. The key is totally knowing yourself. Can you handle months of rain for a few months of perfection? If yes, you'll thrive here. And Arc'teryx might be your best friend. Let's talk taxes and hidden costs. And finally, the cost no one talks about until they hit you. BC has some of the highest income tax rates in Canada. There's property transfer tax, carbon tax on gas, high car insurance premiums, and parking fees that feel outrageous. So if you're used to Ottawa or other cities in the country, even groceries and utilities tend to be higher. When I first got here, it was a little bit of a sticker shock on little things such as cheese and bread. So if you're considering the move, don't just budget for rent or mortgage. Factor in these hidden costs, otherwise you'll feel like money is slipping through your fingers. So there you have it, 7 things you absolutely need to know before moving to Vancouver, from someone who's actually done it. So yes, it's expensive, yes, it rains, yes, the taxes sting, but the lifestyle, the beauty, the opportunities, it's all here if you're prepared for it. If you're serious about making the move or curious about what areas might fit your lifestyle best, reach out. We have tons of neighborhood guides we can send you, and we can run the numbers for you as well. I'll help you make sure Vancouver is not just a dream, but a smart reality. I'm Sasha Hahn with the Hahn Real Estate Group at EXP, and if you have curious questions about our market here or suburbs around here, I'm here to help.